as appetizers. Something's in the fire. Tavern, pubs, home the wall.
Hello everybody, Marty Richards with Richland Center Tourism here again. Just joining you today from the DairyO at Tijuana Crossing. The locals, if you ask around, will tell you, really that's the DairyO. So if you're looking for the location where we're at, just ask for the DairyO. Today, we're going to have a real treat. We're going to get to see some great drive-in food. Almost every item on the menu is fantastic. Also, their ice cream is top-notch. But a little added bonus, we're going to get to hear a little bit about Mark's upbringing and childhood experience, as well as some of Demi's treats from when she was a child and the food she enjoyed in Calgary, Canada. So we're looking forward to it. I hope you'll come along and join us. Today we're visiting the DairyO Drive-In, as we mentioned, and have kind of a cool treat because we get to chat with one of the owners, Sue Carley. Sue and her husband Lyle, correct?
Correct.
Have owned the DairyO. Now I got to make sure I get the name right, because I've known forever. I've known it as the DairyO,
yeah,
but the actual name is the Old DairyO at Tijuana Crossing.
Yeah.
And real quick, that is kind of a nod to the past, if I remember right.
Correct, yes. It used to be Camp Tijuana here, the whole complex here.
Yeah.
It used to be like a hotel, kind of, and then there used to be actually back behind these apartments used to be a trailer park, kind of, like, and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was called Camp Tijuana. There used to be a building over here that had Camp Tijuana for years.
So really, it hasn't had a ton of owners, really.
No.
There's been long ownership histories.
Right.
So
Yeah.
do you recall that history a bit?
Well, we've had it 30 plus years. My mother-in-law bought this whole complex.
Okay.
And Lyman Rubish at the time was here. He had owned it 23 years, and there was a family before that, but I'm not sure of the name. So it's been here 70 plus years.
Yep.
It's been different. I mean, we add a lot of food to it. Lyman just had hot dogs, beef, and barbecue. Mm-hmm. But we went full blown.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Too much sometimes.
Yes, you did.
And like I said, we've had it forever, it
Yep.
seems like. And all my kids have been raised in the place. They know if they come in the back door, Mom probably put them to work. And my grandkids work for me too. My grandson works for me. My granddaughter has, and
Neat.
so it's always been in the family.
So it's a real family affair.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
What would you say is your highest demand item that you get on the food side?
We sell a lot of burgers because we hand pat our burgers.
Okay.
It's all fresh. And I make all the meats, the barbecue, the taco meat, the pulled pork. My coleslaw I've known for, so it's kind of an iffy thing, which one, because everybody's got their favorite.
Yep.
So I don't have a particular one. I would say my barbecue and probably my pulled pork and my burgers are the best selling things we have.
And you are a seasonal operation.
Right. Yeah.
So what's your season run?
It varies on the weather. We've opened up as early as March one year, but usually it's April depending on the weather. But now this year it was the 20th of May because of the COVID.
It was cool. Yep.
And it was cool also. So we just let it not, and it gets harder every year for me to do because it gets a lot of work.
You bet.
Yeah. So we close. We've stayed as late as Halloween, but we've stayed. Usually last year was 20-something of September. It just depends.
I know for the community, we really love the DairyO. It is a treat for us. For a lot of us, it does harken back to our history, kind of brings back memories.
It does.
So we are thankful you're here and doing the work that you do.
Yeah.
So, thank you, sir. You bet. So today at the DairyO Drive-In, this is an institution here, really. The DairyO, as I was a younger child, this was the place to go. There was some competition back in the day. Just down the block, there was the A&W Drive-In, but that is no more and disappeared, if I remember correctly, early 80s, maybe even late 70s. And then we had a Dog and Suds. We had a Dog and Suds out on the east side of town, and almost the same time. We did a little introduction on the introduction trailer that we did, but Mark is the owner-operator of Pine River Paddle and Tube, so he's your outfitter if you come into town to take a kayak down the river. But Mark, you were born and raised in the community, so can you give us a little bit of your background or history with the DairyO?
So this was always extremely busy, where they would do a break in the middle of the day, so all the kids would have to leave the pool for I think a half hour. So everybody would scurry on over here and get some ice cream. They always had a whole bunch of different candy. Yeah, maybe grab a meal. And then you would bribe the kids that were trying to kill you at the pool by holding you under the water too long. Maybe buy them a Jolly Rancher or something, and then maybe the second part of the day wouldn't go so bad. The only thing they would get mad about is if you ate in the pool.
That would cause problems.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So awesome. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Demi, so you, again, as we've mentioned, are Canadian, and I am not Canadian born and raised. I am not poking fun at you, because most of my international friends are convinced Wisconsin is really southern Canada. I'm not kidding either. There are a lot of people that think that. So, you though, in your town, you were born in Calgary, raised in Calgary, and they had their own local institution, much like the DairyO. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so interesting. Calgary was obviously it's a big city, so there was no shortage of options, but the one place to go was always Peter's DriveIn.
Okay.
And it was always so divisive because their milkshakes were so thick that you couldn't suck them through a straw.
Yep.
And some people said, that's crazy, it hurts my cheeks. And the correct people knew that meant the ice cream was really good.
There you go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I agree,
Yep.
it's logic.
Yep. And you got in on 4-H softball too, didn't you,
Oh,
Mark?
sure,
yeah.
sure.
But what we would do is we'd play the game, and then it was like a track meet to get to the DairyO and get the game over with on time before they closed. When the DairyO opens up, you know spring is definitely here and summer is darn close. So Demi, go ahead. Beauty
Whoa,
first. Beauty first.
I'll get the pulled pork, please.
Just sandwich or combo?
I'll do the combo, because that comes with,
Fries, drink, coleslaw.
oh wow. I'll do lemonade.
All right, I'll have a mushroom and Swiss combo with a mellow yellow.
We have ski.
Ski, yes. It's been a while.
Ski.
You want it in a bottle or tap?
Tap.
Okay, and I'm gonna go for the health plate. I'm gonna do the Chicago dog.
Yep.
And you've got a chili dog too, correct?
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Cheese and onion?
All loaded. Yep. And then order the home fries. Large. I want to see the large size. Strangely excited by this deep fried hot dog. I don't know why, but
Yeah, that's mine.
Trying to steal it.
Here's Marty's dogs.
This is mine, I think.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's dig in.
Okay.
But a little bit of recap on how we did with the food here at the DairyO. Mark, go for it.
Always great here at the DairyO. Big juicy burger, mushroom Swiss, fantastic. Their coleslaw is to die for. The fries, always fantastic. They have great gyros here. I've never ordered anything in my entire life here that I didn't enjoy. So when Marty said he was bringing me to the DairyO, had to show up.
He was in. So is that a 2 thumbs up?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Demi, how was you had the pork
Yes.
sandwich, is that right?
So I got the pulled pork. It was phenomenal. It came with extra sauce, although it was so well seasoned, I really didn't need any. Put some on just for fun, but wasn't necessary. And then I also got the lemonade, which was really tasty.
You did something extra with the coleslaw, I noticed.
Now, a little secret here, if you have to put the coleslaw directly onto the pulled pork sandwich, a little zing, and it was two
Excellent.
thumbs.
Excellent. I had the chili dog, and I also got the Chicago dog. Chicago dog, as I mentioned, was prepared properly. There was no ketchup on it, and it had celery salt on it. And then also the chili dog was fantastic. Again, you can always tell a good chili dog is when you take the first bite, you try to pick it up and eat it, and it starts to kind of fall apart on you. That's what happened. It speaks for itself that people just keep coming back year after year after year. But I encourage, if you're visiting Richland Center, come check out the DairyO Drive-In. The DairyO also is very uniquely located because, as Mark had mentioned, in Richland Center we used to have a pool, and now for the last year they've been building an aquatic center that has a splash pad for kids, also slides and a lazy river, and you're literally a block away. So a trip to the aquatic center and then followed up by coming to the DairyO Drive-In. 6 thumbs up for the DairyO for sure. So that was our visit today to the DairyO Drive-In at Tijuana Crossing. I encourage when you come, there are a couple things to remember. Number one, they do take credit cards. They do take cash, of course. When you come, plan that you will get a meal or food. I encourage the chili dog and the coney dog, either one, they're really good. But always get ice cream, because their ice cream here is fantastic. So again, remember, they do take credit cards, they do take cash, but they do not take out-of-town checks.
No deal, we got it.
Yeah, hey, take care.
See ya.
Drinks up, warm up your soul. The riches of the driftless, find out and witness.